probably wondering, where'd my books go? Why is there a Batman symbol here? It's a Batman flag. And I have it up because I am doing the Batman book tag. Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing the Batman book tag, and I wasn't necessarily tagged by anybody, but I was suggested to do this book tag by Madly Books. And so I went to her channel and I watched her video, and then I am now doing the tag. I have the questions here on my iPad again, and I'm going to do this tag. So let's get started. Question number 1 is a novel with a character who is an orphan or has lost his parents. His or her parents. And for this, I chose West from Dueled by Elsie Chapman because she and her brother Luck, I don't know, I pronounced it Luck. It's L-U-C, but I think it's Luke. I pronounced it differently, obviously. But she and he lost their parents. Their mom died of something, and then their dad killed himself. And, then they lost basically all their family other than them. And then Luck dies, and so she's orphaned. She has no family. So she's the person I pick. Next is a novel with a character who has a huge fear or has to overcome this fear. And I chose Lena from Delirium. She has the fear of love because everybody thinks that love is this big disease, and it's not. And through the series, she overcomes that fear, clearly. She falls in love with Alex, and then Julian. Oops, spoilers, sorry. Question number 3 is a novel where the character is a good fighter, is rich, or is a genius. And I chose Travis from The Beautiful Disaster trilogy. I don't know if you'd count it as a trilogy. Maybe it's a duology with, like, the companion novel, but he's a really good fighter. If you've read this book, you know he's a fighter. He's covered in tattoos. He's like a bad boy, and he fights and makes money off of, like, fighting in hidden rings underneath the schools, and he's a good fighter. Next is a novel where the character has 2 identities, and I don't think anybody's going to suggest this one, so I'm picking it, and I chose Valjean or Monsieur le Maire from Les Miserables, by Victor Hugo, because he's the convict, Jean Valjean, but then he's also Monsieur le Maire when he, like, changes his identity and becomes the mayor and has businesses everywhere, and, you know, he changes his whole life, really, and gets out of the life of a convict. Like, who convicts somebody of stealing a loaf of bread? 19 years for stealing a loaf of bread? Like, seriously, what is wrong back then? I don't understand. Why did they do that? His sister's child was starved to death. Next is a novel where the character has a conflict between his or her morals and values. And I kind of got confused with this, and I don't really have any books that have a lot of that, so I chose Sam from My Life Next Door because she has a conflict of, like, what she's supposed to be for her mother, which is, like, the clean, like, pretty girl who stands in the corner and supports her mom and has to do all this stuff that her mom expects her to do, like be the clean-cut, pris girl that her mother is, and she doesn't want to be that. She wants to be with Jace. She wants to have a family and love him, and her mom doesn't want her to do that. So I guess that kind of answers the question. If not, then I'm probably going to look like an idiot, but that's my answer. Sam. Next is a novel who can't hold on to a relationship or can't be in a relationship for a certain reason. And I chose Hazel Grace from The Fault in Our Stars because she can't hold on to a relationship, or she doesn't want to be in a relationship because she's dying. She's not going to live, and she doesn't want to put somebody through the pain of having to deal with her death and letting them love her because she's going to die and she's going to leave them alone, and she doesn't want that to happen. She's a ticking time bomb, as she says. And she lets Gus have her anyways. And no! Next is a novel with a sidekick, and I chose Lindsay from Lola and the Boy Next Door because she's an awesome sidekick. She's a funny best friend of Lola's, and she's funny. She goes along with Lola's quirkiness. She, like, at Halloween they dress as each other and she goes along with it for Lola. And I like her a lot. I've always liked her since I read the book last month. It's good. She's good. She's a good sidekick. She's Lola's Robin to her Batman. And lastly, we have a novel where a character does not want to reveal their true identity. And I didn't have many that I could think of. Like, I could think of Gregory from the Kissed by an Angel series by Elizabeth Chandler, but I didn't want to say that. So, I am saying Zelia from Control by Lydia Kang. And that's, like, it's not that she has an alter identity or anything, but, like, she doesn't want to reveal that it's her that has the specific gene and not her sister, who got kidnapped by that one Peoples. Yeah, so Zelia, that's who I pick. I'm not going to tag anybody, but if you want to do this tag, I'd love to see your video, so comment down below the link to your video and I'll go watch it. And who's your favorite superhero? Batman's mine, clearly. I have like tons of shirts, I have like 3 hats, and I have the flag, and I have books, and I have all the movies and comic books, and clearly Batman is my favorite, but I want to know yours, so comment down below. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!